Hi, it's Pengy. It is now um 10:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here. So I am trying to get a party together to do my main scenario quest. This one is called The Crown of the Immaculate, and I will see if I make any progress in doing so. Good morning to you. It is nice and sunny, and it's a nice day out here where I am. Relatively cool. Finally get a nice, cool, summerish day. When May turned to June, it was cold, and then all of a sudden it got really hot, like for like a few days, and then finally I think it calmed down a little bit, and it got a little quiet, which was good. So I'm trying to So yesterday I was able to get to level 79, and then did I forgot what that one was called, Mount Gould with the NPC party, and then I found out that now I have to do the Crown of the Immaculate fight, but then I can't do it with an NPC party, and I have to do it with the player party. So right now I'm stuck, and then see if I have any chance of getting it done. So we'll see what happens. If not, it's really not a big deal. I guess I can always wait till the weekend or something like that. But it'll be okay. So I'll just show you what I'm trying to do here. I'm doing a party finder, and this is my party finder. Right here on the top. Oh, almost forgot. Let me boot up my chat. ちょっと待って。There, I'm booting up my chat. Okay, I'm glad it was okay. Nobody was watching as far as I know. But if you are, I'm glad you came. I guess I will go ahead and put my chat box up there. Embed chat. There we go. Now if you type something, I'll be able to see it. And so will everybody else. There, turn on my event widget too. Let's see what the temperature is outside. Okay, so it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius out there. Humidity 50%, which is very comfortable. And the projected high temperature is going to be about 76 degrees Fahrenheit or about 23 or 24 degrees Celsius. So it's fairly comfortable. So that is good. Let's see what today's news is. Oh, is that a mistake? Oh. Thank you for helping me today. I have somebody coming to help. Watashi wa ureshii na. Arigato. I have many friends in Japan. I say, I am pleased to meet you. Okay, I don't know what just happened. He told me to dissolve the party and then invite, but I don't know if that works. So try again. I'll try again. I made it. I think that was a bit of miscommunication. Okay. Okay, I think that got fixed. I don't know what this means. It's my first time trying this one. I was trying to tell them. So the question is, how do they help me get people? That's what I don't understand. You are all invited to become my friends. So let me put that in. Google Honyaku. I think that's what it's called. Google Translate, no? And I want to go to Lawson's and 7-Eleven and Family Mart and buy combini food. Tabemono. Konbini tabemono hoshii na. I don't I don't know how these people are getting on. This is amazing. I don't Let's go. Okay, we're gonna fight now. We're gonna fight.
One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king!
Oh no. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ganbare, minasan! We're gonna go get him! We're gonna go get him! Wow, that was fast. Wow, this is going so fast. Unbelievable. Oh my god, this is so fast. They are murdering him! Oh my god! Oh my god, he's going so fast! Holy god! Oh, look at him, he's growing! He's huge! Oh! Such bliss. Whoa. And I thought I was taking him down. Go, 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 go! You guys get him! go, 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 people! You're doing so good! Wow, this is so good. I feel so good. I feel so good. Woo. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is so exciting. There we go. We're going to go get him. We're going to go get him. Gonna go get you! Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna wait till I get out. Get going! Get him! Get him! Get him! We're gonna get him! We're gonna get him! Yes! Ah! Thank you! Ah, that's it. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. Thank you. Thank you, Japan. I'm gonna continue on with my cutscene now. But thank you, Japan. Arigato gozaimasu. And oyasumi for those of you that are helping. Okay, so here we go. Here we go with the cutscene. Let's see. Let's see what each person has to say here. Alize, Elfinoi. With your powers, you could have done so much good. Alize. Well, it looks like we missed it all yet again. We have secured an escape route. Do what you must. Okay, so now that well, I guess I can. They're still there, so you know what? Let me change this. Let's see. There, I think now I can unblock the text. My privacy protector, I mean. There. We have secured an escape route. Do what you must. What does your Stola say? A dramatic transformation. The result of the Sin Eater within emerging to claim dominance, I assume. Urianger. There lies the last of the light. It's this guy right here. Yeah, I gotta zoom out. Here, 1 second, please. This thing is oh, look, it disappeared. This is what caused the problem. So now we gotta speak to Reen. Reen! Is that Vault 3? I see. It's finally over then. Now, night will return to all of Northrend, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay, I'm going to take away the embedded chat here. Here we go. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view the scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may rerun here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance of Mount Goog. Yay! Here we go. This is gonna be the big cutscene. Here we go. Bum 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 bum.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you. you're gone.
Oh no, here comes the light thingies again. I don't know what's gonna happen. Is it gonna be too much light? Is it gonna be? I don't know. Look at all this light coming in, forming. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh! Here it all comes. Oh, here we go. I am absorbing the light. Here we go. I don't know what happened. There, I absorbed it.
Look.
Look.
The sky.
The sky. It is dark again. And Penguina smiles. Oh. 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 What happened? Flashback.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground.
Said the formal mayor.
Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Is that Emmett Selch? Emmett Selch?
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but
It
I
is.
come bearing a proposal. One that will ensure the longevity of your reign.
It is Emmett Selch.
But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Did you hear that? See, but it still needed his permission.
Amazing. Before my Vothri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
So he's the one that stirred the pot. He's the one that stirred the pot, as we say. Oh no. Is that gonna be
Are
too
you
much?
all right? Say something.
Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn.
12 forfend.
Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
Now is the time.
It's changing back.
Changing back. Come on, Penguina, hang in there.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
No.
Exarch, what are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds.
What? What? You will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds?
As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence.
Whose existence?
Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
Uh-oh. Maybe he's the best.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go.
I don't know why. Urianger, what are you doing?
You knew of this, Urianger. Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Are you sure?
Then, what does he mean to do?
I don't know. Suicide?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrend.
Are you serious? I will save you
Journey's
again.
end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered.
I don't know if I like this.
Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
Oh, whoa, whoa. It's a cat person. It's a cat person.
For fighting for this world. For believing.
It's a cat person.
Fare you well, my friend. My inspiration.
No. No. You can stop this. You can stop this. Penguina. You can stop this, can't you? Oh no. Oh no! Is that MSL? Yes, it is.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe this? Only those who possess the royal eye of Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First.
Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours. You bastard! Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be.
What?
I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light.
I can contain the light.
But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
I can do it. I can contain the light. Well, I know it was him that created Valtteri.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logrif with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes.
Logrif? Who is Logrif?
When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Valtteri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light.
I can control the light and contain it.
If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Lightwalkers willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away, and I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried.
Uh-oh.
You still retain your form and your senses, but you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Forfrey achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Uh-oh. This is quite a story.
Exarch! I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero.
I'm gonna have to fight that eventually. What, level 100?
I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Did I just
Till
collapse?
then, I bid you farewell. Eat.
I'm back in the hotel room. Our bird.
Ah, finally.
Was it just a dream?
You're confused. And small wonder.
Maybe she's just
After you
unconscious.
collapsed, Emmett's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable.
Yes. Yes.
You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
See what happens. It's light. It's light. Instead of darkness, the whole world is lit up again. Yeah.
It's like this all over. The whole of Northrend is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Oh, Warden of Light achievement unlocked. Now what? This one? I guess this is the main scenario quest icon there. The manager of suites seems surprised to see you up and about. Oh, miss, you are awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gold, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And, to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, it has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while, assuming you feel strong enough. Would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Braggy was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Okay, let's go speak with Braggy. There he is. Hello, Braggy. Wow, wow. Look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair, ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so. And you, my friend, I fear you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked White, what is this world coming to? But moaning would never resolve the thing, did it? Nay, it's time like these that we Castellarian folks stand tall and do what needed to be done. Tray with humor is back on the table. We best make sure of those resources to fortify the city against the eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamel was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. Okay. Next person. And here we go. Chesamel. Oh, sweetie, you are alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even sporadic Jerugans were forbidden from making visits. Reen was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to ether corruption. So I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they have been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grown ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you are awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. Ah, and our own Morin has been little better, I am afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. You know, I still want to say that I was really thankful for people helping me out. You know, that's the one thing I like about this game is just you think it's impossible to get your thing done, and then all of a sudden you get a bunch of adventures that come together and just help you through it. Just like that. I mean, out of the blue, they call it, as we say. Out of the blue. Okay, more. Confound it. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Penguina! It is truly you and not some figment of my imagination? Oh, but this is wonderful. 'T would seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you're awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catelys, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparation for battle. Though against what foe, we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. upstairs. Penguina, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that. Not a day gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying what's become of you or DXR. Anyway, I am glad you recovered enough to stand. You are not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we had been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helm, then maybe you would have won the day and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we are keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I would like to assess the gear we are trying to improve. Well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we would need to experiment with different patterns and materials. And I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Hey. Greetings, Glynar. The master of the stair is running his own errand now, is he? Aye, well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean Grenold? He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen him. No one's seen hide nor hair of Grenold since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches on to an idea. He is probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. So, still, if that eccentric is someone you're rather destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many's the tale I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grendel, you would be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk when you are fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh? Before you do that, you are actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you are passing near the stairs, then I have a regular who's eager to meet you. I best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Here. We can't forget the heart upon which this city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Okay, Catless. Catless looks at you with a concerned eye. Penguina, are you alright? I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exar often likes to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Can't jump off here. Really? I can't jump off here? Guess I could jump off where that guy is at. Ouch. Now how are you supposed to get that thing, huh? On the tower? Or on a chocobo? See, I tried a few times, I can't do it. See? I can't do it. Or maybe from here. Ah! Ah! Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Yeah! 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 There you go, destination. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone, and that you're responsible.
This is the saddest piece of music. On Final Fantasy. What will you say? The secrecy is worse? I would rather people knew? Or I still can't believe it's coming from me? Or it's all such a mess? It's all such a mess. What shall we do, Art Bird?
Aye. An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you.
Kinda like how he feels.
You We're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
I hope not. I hope not. What did you see out there?
I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice, one last fight, one last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. We'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burns so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Fist bump, baby.
Well, come on then.
Come on then. Oh.
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours.
No minor role. He increased to a lot more.
I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish.
Oh look, he became real.
For what it's worth,
second.
I cast my lot with yours.
Thank you, Artbert.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie. That's a good one. I have to try to remember that one. She can't see Arbor either.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you?
I don't know.
Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
That wouldn't really fix anything.
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
So where is this garden? Never knew this was here. Morin. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you come for the results of my research into this persistent light, I'm afraid there is little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history, if that is what interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the flood, when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their home or Verberites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestow upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, it would seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely, you have not come in search of an Amaro. What I do know of the Crystal XR, I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any in this city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restriction upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the crystal tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Wow, that's an interesting piece of information there, huh? I hope not. Penguina, it is good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What is this about? You are not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I am not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, then it would be Captain Lena, I would say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you decide to talk to Lena, she will be at her usual post at the Excelsior Gate. guess the fastest way to get there is just hop off of Amaro the second I got out, right? Alright, dismount, dismount, dismount. Hop bar. I went too far. Yeah, I went too far. I couldn't figure out how to jump off. Penguina, I was not told you had awoken. I welcome surprise. Now, if only the Exarch was returned to us, he was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Oh, I think, oh. I think there's a chat there, but I can't see it. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moment before he left to join you in Kalusha, the XR entrusted me with a key. It opens the door to the ocular, the chamber known as the umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me allow none into the tower once he has departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Valtteri loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recalled the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Penguina, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. I cannot tell you. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? Ah, I see. I am not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Next quest is called the Unbroken Thread. Lena urges you to follow her. Come, meet me in the Ocular, and I will unlock the door within. I wonder what awaits me. I remember running into this city for the first time. Good night, Zeon-san. I'm sorry I could not respond to you before. I was in the middle of a cutscene. Mistress Penguina, the captain, said to expect you.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
So this is it, huh? Uh-oh. Should I be inside here without my friends? Urianger.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee.
Urianger was here.
Thy true name is Grahatia, then?
Grahatia.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
Wow.
Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
So he's a time traveler.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest.
Sid?
In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. And thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!" Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous.
I don't think he could believe it.
Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her, the warrior of light, has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The Warrior of Light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again, and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
It is a burden.
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world.
Can he do it again?
I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
It is a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
At this point in time, I yet travel with the Warrior of Light in Eorzea. And I would not have matters here interfere with that of all episodes in my life. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
So sad.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
I mean to hunt down the Emmett Selch. I mean to rescue the Exarch, or I mean to have a few words with both Emmett and the Exarch.
should be on our way. The Ascian mentioned the Tempest, did he not?
Yes, he did.
That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Stormy seas around Calusia. I think this would be a good part to wrap up. I don't know what awaits me after this, but I think this is a good chapter to conclude with that title. What was the fight called? It was called The Crown of the Immaculate. So, thank you for coming to watch my stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Arigatou gozaimasu. Gozaimashita. I hope I will stream again soon, but I think I'm gonna go and think about lunch or brunch, and I'll come back again probably later. Thank you all for watching, coming to my stream, and I'm really glad you came to visit. And if you are going to sleep in Japan, oyasumi desu. And if you are from wherever else in the world, stay tuned, and I hope I'll see you soon again. Bye.